How do you set and forget a marketing system so you can get leads on autopilot? Well, today we're diving into that question. What's up everyone, Matt here with the Handyman. Welcome back to the channel. I'm excited because today we're tackling an ever-present question. How do you consistently get leads for your business or side gig? I'm going to share the exact system I used to successfully build a handyman business in 2 states. Towards the end of the video, I'm going to share the #1 thing to strive for to make more money and to have more stability in your business. So let's get into it. Alright, so first up on the list is to join local Facebook groups. These groups typically have the name of your city or town and are just a meeting place for the community, for people who want to learn about what things are going on and maybe get recommendations for restaurants or service providers. So the goal is to circulate around this group, and if people hire you from this group, ask them to then go back on Facebook and then post in the group about how great of a job you did for them, and that will just get you more leads and then kind of help you circulate around the group and provide more social proof. Now, a pro tip that I highly recommend is to have a spouse or a friend or another family member post about you in that group. This removes you directly from posting about yourself and adds another layer of validity, of social proof, that you have people in your corner instead of you just promoting yourself. Now, I've seen this work in my business tremendously. I had my wife post about me, just kind of created a little bit more social proof, and I got a bunch of leads from it. And what's great about this method is that you can blast out a post on a recurring basis when times are slow, and maybe on your first post people didn't see that, so your second post, the people who didn't see your first post will see that post and hire you, and the cycle continues. And typically there's thousands of people in these groups, so there's a lot of opportunity for you to have new eyes see your post and just keep getting leads. And if you post a second time, hopefully by that time people will have seen your first post, hired you, and then gone back to that post and commented on it, saying how good of a job you did for them. One thing to note is to make sure that the group allows business promotion. Now, a lot of groups do allow business promotion, but only on certain days of the week, like on Wednesday. So make sure you read the rules of the group. Typically, you'll do this in order to join the group initially. So just make sure that you're aware of them and that you don't get yourself banned. All right, next up on our list of how to get leads on autopilot is to build your online authority. Now, this tip is a little bit more advanced, but if you've already got some online marketing skills, then this will be familiar to you. So if you're new to this, what I mean by local online authority is you want to be among the top search results when people in your area are searching for handyman or whatever service that you provide. There's a lot of resources out there to market a product-based business, but less so for service-based businesses. So I want to be able to help you out with that. Now, there's a number of ways to do this, and your ranking in Google is determined by all the online marketing activities you do in aggregate. But today I want you to focus on content marketing. And by content marketing, I mean creating content based around your business and the jobs that you're doing, and post that on your website in the form of maybe a blog post, and then share that blog post on your Facebook page. By posting consistently, this will signal to Google that your website is active, and over time you'll bump up in the search results. Now, for a lot of contractors, their websites remain static and unchanged for years, and you can bet that a lot of other competitors in your area aren't posting regularly. So if you post regularly, again, that will signal to Google that your website is active, because what Google is trying to do is to best answer the query of the potential customer searching. So the more content that you have, the more likely Google will see your website, and then it'll recognize that as the answer to the potential client's query. Now, it's a little bit more complicated than that, but out of the gate, start posting relevant content that your potential customer is looking for. Now, I'm not going to get into the SEO tactics in this video, but as a rule of thumb, post relevant content to the time of year it is. For instance, if spring is the upcoming season, post beforehand in the winter months jobs that people would be searching for in the spring, like TV mounting, door repair, wood trim replacement, things like that. Post about how to make these types of repairs, and also share work that you've done if it relates to this repair. This shows customers that you're an authority and you know what you're talking about. And by posting beforehand, you give Google enough time to crawl your website so that when spring comes up, it can match your content with queries that customers are searching for. And what's great is that your blog posts will live long after you publish them, and you'll slowly build up your online authority. In those jobs that I mentioned, TV mounting, door replacement, wood trim repair, those are evergreen jobs, and people every season, every spring, summer season will want those jobs done. So if you write blog posts about how to do those repairs, Google will recognize that your website knows how to do those repairs and match the customer with you. Now I want to note too that you should try to find out the specific keywords customers in your area are searching for related to those certain jobs. And you can use, Google Keyword Planner has been around for a long time. And with that planner, those are actual keywords that people are typing into Google and then Google is showing you. But because it's a free service, it doesn't really give you a ton of information. So I recommend looking into a paid service, at least temporarily, so you can kind of batch collect keywords that people in your area are searching for, and then cancel your subscription. Now, a service that I recommend that I've used is KWFinder. They have a free trial, which you could sign up for. Also, you can join the paid subscription, like I said, for a temporary time. And the monthly pricing is not nearly as jaw-dropping as some of the other options out there, like SEMrush or Ahrefs. So I'll leave links in the description so you can check those out. Now, last up on our list is to find local directories. You want to find other smaller online communities where people are hanging out. Now, this could be other community forums, like an online bulletin, or other online directories like Nextdoor, Patch.com, Porch.com, and you want to get on those directories and again circulate in those groups. You can sign up for a business listing and regularly post on there as well. But start talking to people, find out what apps people use in your area, and start building a presence so you can get leads from there as well. Now, a quick closing note, you still can't beat the power of referrals, especially in today's day and age where trust is kind of a limited resource. Now, with a cold customer, you have to build up your trust from scratch. But with a referral, you already have your foot in the door. So you have some trust built up partially from that person who referred you saying how great of a job you did. And because they're already more trusting, that means they're less price sensitive. So chances are you can charge a higher rate and just make more money. And if you do an awesome job for them, then the train of referrals will keep going. They'll refer you to their friends and family, and so on and so forth. Now, referrals take time to build up. I'd give it about 6 months to a year, even to get your first one. But if you try to knock it out of the park for every customer, work hard, do quality work, then people are going to refer you. It's just the way it is. And the truth of it is, people like telling their friends and family about other services that they use. So people inherently like to share referrals. Also, people like to get referrals, like we said about the trust piece. So referrals just all around are a good thing. Hey, I hope you got some value out of those tips. It's pretty straightforward, but there will be some trial and error in terms of figuring out what works in your area. But what I laid out is the framework for getting consistent leads in your business or side gig. And if you strive to hit home runs with your current clients, then chances are they're going to refer you to their family and friends, which is the key to always having a full schedule. Be sure to check out my other videos on the best and worst handyman jobs to give you an idea on what kind of jobs you should take on. So until next time, take care and be well.